When people ask me what it is I do for a living, what it is I do for a job, I always reply, I'm a musician. Pretty straightforward answer if you ask me, but if I was to say that to you, what's the next question you would ask me? Because in a lot of cases, most people will say, huh, so you're unemployed? Or what does that mean exactly? Or even, no, I asked you what you do to earn money, not what you like to do as a hobby. I'm a frickin' musician, dude. What do you think I do? And it does earn me money. In fact, it's been the way I've made a full-time living for almost 4 whole years. And I intend to make it work for the rest of my time. For the rest of my time. In his book, The Pathless Path, Paul Millard says, an uncertain future is not a problem to be solved. I think if you're looking for a career in music or any artistic or creative endeavor, you really have to learn to accept the uncertainty of the future. And not only accept it, but actually find excitement within it. Realize that uncertainty means that there's actually more space for magic to happen. Tonight is a very special night. Because my friends, tonight, the 18th of January 2025, is the first night of the Wonders of Our Universe tour, which will be touring all year, and I, August Radio Project, I'm the live music in the show. Man, I have met countless super rad musicians over my lifetime who have reserved their passion, their purpose, the thing that lights them up, as something that they just do on the side, something that they do on the occasional weekend or the evening here and there. Now, there's obviously nothing wrong with that, especially if that's all that they want from music. The real issue is that a lot of people deep down want more. They would actually like a career in music. They would actually like the thing that occupies their brain all the time to become the way they make a living, that make a life. So there's two sounds. There's a sort of cleaner sound and then a loud, dirty sound. But I think the fear of an uncertain future, the fear of how it will work, what it will look like, both within them and also their family and peers that surround them, it stops them trying before they've even attempted to give it a go. They give up before they've even given it a shot. That was better, yeah, I think so. Maybe. How high have you got your amp set? Not very high. Crank it up by about 2. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'm so proud that this YouTube channel, over the last 4 or so years that I've been uploading, I have found myself with a fully fledged career in music, creation, being an artist, whatever you call this, I don't know, YouTuber experience thing. It's evidence that putting yourself out there and trusting that showing up day in, day out will lead to magic. Look at me now. Woo! Okay, that is sound check done, and I need to warm up my voice properly. I've done the classic thing of telling everybody how important warm-ups are in all these videos, and then I just did a sound check without warming up, and that was a shocking idea. But today we've got the electric guitar plugged into a nice Roland Cube 80 something or other. We're running the backing track through some monitors, the backing tracks. And it's not something I'm used to. I don't ever really play with backing tracks ever. I don't think I've ever played with backing tracks actually. This might be the first time. So, but yeah, this is my life now, I guess. This is my life as a professional musician. who plays theatre shows. But yeah, I can really tell I need to warm up. If I'm going to be a professional musician, I definitely need to warm up properly. Most people, particularly non-musicians, but also some musicians and some people that work in music, especially music education, from what I found. Most people have no idea what a music career could entail. The folk I encounter when I'm playing on the street, the folk I encounter when I've been playing gigs, when I used to tour with my old band. Even the people that have come to me at the end of these theatre shows that I've been playing. They all have a very narrow idea of what making a living through music can look like. I get the impression that most people think that if you're not Ed Sheeran or Taylor Swift or Drake or Adele, then you're probably dead broke and sponging off a relative or partner, like Jack Black in the School of Rock or something. But this is just it, right? Not just society projects this image, but movies. We're like ingrained to think that musicians are just poor, sorry souls. But the joke is it doesn't have to be this way. And it's kind of down to you to decide how it's gonna be. Especially when the World Wide Web gives us the ultimate distribution channel and the ultimate place to show up to show our work and share who we are and what we can do. There has never been a better opportunity to go for this, ever. Number 1, 2, 3. That must be my seat. Look, in today's society, for some reason, in a lot of people's mind, music is just a hobby. It's not something you can make a living doing unless you're Ed Sheeran or Taylor Swift. But this simply isn't true. It's far from the truth. There are so many ways you can make this work. So many different ways. It's a hugely diverse area of career. I recently picked up this book, Band People by Franz Nicolay. Life and Work in Popular Music. Now, I haven't read it yet, I will be honest, but I'm encouraged by the fact that this book even exists. It's about the side of stages, the rhythm and horn sections, the accompanists, the backup singers, that none of us would ever know by name, that make up this wider music industry. It just goes to show how many opportunities are out there.
I'd like to welcome to the stage Ben Gould, who, if you've been to our Wonders of Our Universe main show, will know who he is behind me from the wrong side. So please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Gould, better known as August Radio Project.
It's a hugely diverse career choice, but it isn't straightforward. It very much is a pathless path. The truth is, you can't apply to do this. There isn't a job advertisement on Indeed.com or on LinkedIn. You've got to figure out your own path by just going for it. It's pathless. The path is pathless. You are forging your own.
Of human civilization leaving a trail of fire in the sky. Enjoy.
Prometheus, they say, brought fire down to man, and he claimed it, trained and tamed since our history began.
There are countless job titles out there, but the real point I'm trying to hit home in this video is that it probably doesn't have a title. The opportunity that is waiting for you to find it, it probably doesn't have a title. A theatre gig like this, I didn't apply to do it, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, but because I was making sure I was in the right place at the right time. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. The preparation part of that equation is you showing up, whether that means busking out in the street or uploading videos online or anything in between. As Austin Kleon says in Show Your Work, you have to be findable for your audience to find you, but not just your audience, your opportunities too. If you want to walk a musical path and you want to make a living doing it, empty your mind of what you think that might look like and how you might get there. Instead, focus on what you can do right now to make sure that you do get there, whatever it looks like.
There was fire in the sky. I remember until I died. A fire in the sky. A fire in the sky.
The only thing we can control, and I think the main focus for us all, some of you might know what's coming, is to show our work. Show your work.
And they say she's just a truck. She's a truck that's taking high. Watch her big checks burn, see her fire in the sky.
This doesn't just include uploading videos to the internet or some sort of equivalent. It could involve street music, it could involve busking, it could involve open mic nights, it could just involve finding a group of people who do the sort of work that you aspire to do and just befriending them. Show up, man. Show up! I find myself 4 years into this journey, roughly 4 years into this journey. I could never have predicted how it would roll out as it has so far. When I started this YouTube channel and I started uploading consistently, the number one goal was to make sure I made a living with music, with this, with whatever this is. And the funniest thing is it happened so much quicker than I thought it would. Within 3 months of this YouTube channel, I discovered busking. I discovered the secrets that busking held. And I'm not telling everybody that they should go and become a busker. I'm just saying that the answer you're looking for might be way closer than you think. Way closer. This is my job. This is how I make a living. Even filming this YouTube video right now is how I make a living. Somehow.
You can find Ben August Radio Project on YouTube and Facebook if you'd like to follow him. We'll be hearing much more from Ben later.
I'm on tour all year with Wonders of Our Universe, and I'll get to what it's about a bit more if you don't know in a minute. But it's also a gig that has potential to grow and expand, and we're already talking about expanding things with the guys over at The Average Scientist who run this show. I've already had the pleasure of writing a song for the show, and I've just been asked to write more. I can now say I have written songs for a theatre show.
This is August Radio Project with the Blink 182 song, ladies and gentlemen, Aliens Exist.
Hey mom, there's something in the vacuum. Hope it's not a creature from above. He used to read me stories as if my dreams were boring. We are no conspiracies you dumb.
The Average Scientist put on a couple of different theatre shows. The main two are Wonders of Our Universe and then Wonders Next Chapter, which is like a sequel to the original. They're predominantly what we're touring for the rest of the year. But the show you're watching right now is actually a show called Are We Alone?, which is a show all about aliens and extraterrestrial life.
What you hear is all you say. Someone tell me what was right.
I performed 4 songs throughout the show. 3 are covers and 1 is actually an original. 1 I wrote for the show, which was a very cool thing to have got to do. The first song I played was a song called Fire in the Sky by the American Space Age Anthem. I actually performed this song with a backing track that I put together as well, which I've never done before. The second song I played was Aliens Exist by Blink-182, who are one of my all-time favourite bands ever. So this was a breeze to play, an absolute joy. I stripped it right back to the acoustic guitar. By the way, if you're wondering why there's no like crazy lighting and sort of stage antics, it's because this show was a kind of stripped back version of what it probably will be in the future. This is only the second time that Ian and Charlotte have ever put this show on. It's the first time they've ever put it on with me. And it was very much seen as a kind of warm-up, kind of rehearsal show. There was actually a cap on the amount of tickets sold, so there's not even that many audience members. And they didn't really do anything with the lighting or anything flamboyant, just so we could get a feel for, you know, how the show was. The third song I sang was The Sights by Enter Shikari, one of my all-time favourite songs. I have seen Enter Shikari more times than any other band or artist. I think I've seen Enter Shikari 13 times. The final song I played was the original I wrote, which we called Conspiracy. If you want to hear the full song, I have put it on my Patreon page. So anyone that's signed up to that can go and hear it. You can also now on Patreon buy like just that one post. So if you're really curious of hearing it, head to Patreon and buy the post, I guess.
Listen very carefully to some of the lyrics. It's very proud of the song. So this is called Conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen, inspired by the 1947 Roswell incident, which we'll talk to you about in more detail in a second.
Conspiracy, conspiracy, secrecy, politically, pieces of the puzzle missing, we are not alone.
Getting to put this together was epic. It felt like a kind of monumental moment for me in this August Radio Project journey. Like here I am, 4 years on from kind of starting it all, and I've had a song I've written played in a theatre and I got to play it.
Conspiracy, is there anybody politically? Pieces of the puzzle missing, we are not alone.
Again, I played this one to a backing track, which obviously was the track I put together. This song has everything. Creepy lyrics, it's very theatrical, so I really got to perform it. Some heavy guitars, a guitar solo. Dang man, it's rad track.
Questioning the abnormality, government confidentiality, comprehending that we aren't alone. Comfort or terror in the face of the unknown.
And now, this is my life. Dang. 2025, baby, here we are. We've arrived. Woo!
Pieces of the puzzle missing, we are not alone. We come in peace, we come in peace, no fighting.
Kelly Clark is an Olympic snowboarder, so she's not a musician, but she said this quote and it really hit home. Going after your dreams does not mean you're going to win. It means you're going to live. To end this video and kind of part with my message that I'm really trying to hit home to you right now, I will read a post I read yesterday by the author-artist Darby Hudson. While working a 9 to 5 for over 30 years, I discovered the more money I earned, the less the job demanded of me. So I increasingly found myself pretending to work. And then pretending to work became harder than the actual work. And pretending created meaninglessness, to the point where I'd leave every day at 5 and the clouds appeared like dead things floating in the sky. And it spins me out that most of our reality and the world economies are mostly founded on people pretending to work. Thin air. So I'd say yes, making art or writing poetry is a real job. And so it's frickin' being a musician, man. Is there anything else Don't pursue music just for your own selfish reason. Pursue it because it gives your life a real purpose. It gives you a means to live. By having a real purpose and feeling like you are living, you show up to everyone in your life as a better version of you. Even in the times where you're struggling. Believe me, I know. And then this has a ripple effect. Because the people around you see you thriving, they see you showing up as the best version of yourself, and they think, dang, I want a bit of that. Maybe I should pursue my purpose too. And if we all pursue our purpose, in the way the world is right now, we'd end up a healthier and happier humanity. This isn't just for you, it's for everyone. Well, dang. Wasn't that wonderful? Give the video a like if you liked it, subscribe if you're new around here. If you want to leave me an online donation, there's a super thanks button, and as mentioned, I do have a Patreon page which you can sign up to in exchange for some exclusive content. I also have an album out. The only place you can get it is me, my shop online. There's a CD or a digital download. This is 10 tracks that I've written, that I've made, that I've poured my heart out into, and it would mean the world for you to listen to them and tell me what you think. The Wonders of Our Universe tour continues. Here is a poster of the February and March dates coming up, but it does go all the way through to November. If you're interested, here's the link to where you can find tickets and all the info. Thank you once again for showing up to this video and spending some time with me, August Radio Project, and I upload every Monday, so I'll see you next week. Peace, love, and happiness.